Hi, I'm Jim Cramer with our energy expert, Dan Dicker. Dan, this is an amazing time for oil. Looks like it is bottomed, and we've got an OPEC meeting, and in the meantime, the glut may be easing. What's going on?
Right. What we want to do is we want to try and get some of the macro trends so we can know what to invest in longer term going into 2014. Good. The biggest trend that I see is the bifurcation that has taken place between domestic crude production and global crude production. We know about the enormous increases in domestic crude production here. Right. We now, in fact, make more than we import for the first time in 40 years. That came out in November. And, you know, we've increased 700,000 barrels. We're going to increase another 1.2 million barrels over the next 18 months. This is the big story in the United States. Globally, however, some of the geopolitical problems still remain.
Right.
I mean, Iraqi barrels are not going to hit. Apparently, the Kurds are having their own deals with the Turks. Right? The Iranians, you know, I think that this trial balloon is going to explode. I don't think those barrels are going to hit. Right. I think the Saudis are kidding themselves and kidding the world when they say they're going to keep production the same, because they're at a full tilt and they can easily drop 1 million or 2 million barrels a day without sweating. There's no oil coming out of Libya. There's no oil coming out of Syria.
And Nigeria is still in trouble.
I mean, you got the North Sea is continuing to decrease production.
Right.
You have this bifurcated market, and I think that's the major trend you have to look at. You have to look at the glut that's going on in the U.S. versus the demand, the supply kind of shortage that's going to go on through 2014 in Europe and the rest of Asia.
Before I know we're going to do another tip just about the trading ideas, but are there some internationals that are investable with that thesis?
Yes, there are. I'd like to save those because that really gets into my...
Okay, but Exxon.
Absolutely. You want to go into those that have new production outside of the U.S., like in Indonesia. That'll give you a hint. So watch the next video. We'll give you some of those
Fair
stocks.
enough. Thank you very much, Dan.
Right.